Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you most of the stuff that I'm going to be using in my Airsoft wars, going from clothes to weaponry to accessories. So I'm going to put this back down that way. Let's start with the accessories I'm going to be using. I have CO2 cartridges, about 3 of them. I'll just be, stick these 3 maybe in one of those guys. We'll talk about that later though. Have my awesome Bear Grylls knife. It's really light, it's really good, sharp enough to cut through most stuff. I mean, if you want to cut some sticks off and throw them on your ghillie suit, then that works pretty good. Here is a Walter P99 magazine. Holds about 15 BBs in there, maybe a little bit more. Here's my backup battery in case my battery inside my airsoft gun goes wrong. I think it's 8 volt, I don't know. Here is my binoculars. They're adjustable, and they probably got about, I don't know how much zoom they have, but it's a decent amount. Alright, let's get on my airsoft gun here. Alright. As you can see right here, I have a laser and flashlight mounted onto here. You can change it from on or off to that. There's your laser and flashlight. You can switch it to flashlight only, and then you can switch it to laser only, which is pretty cool. I like to keep it at just laser. And it has a little pressure guy right here. Just press that. If you did not notice, the camo on this gun looks pretty sick, especially right there at the stock. I have a non-zoom red dot scope. Sorry, I had accidentally turned the camera off there for a sec. It seemed a little glitchy. Now, that is a red dot and green sight on there. It has a red dot reticle and green. Now this does not have a red dot or green reticle. This isn't even a dual magazine. If you look really closer, you'll see a little black dot right there. See if I can get some light on it. Better yet, my flashlight. I don't know if you can see that, but it has a little tiny switch, which if you turn it on the upwards, you can't hear it. Well, you can barely hear it. If you hit down on it, it winds the magazine automatically. The battery just slips right in there, and it holds 1,000 rounds. I mean, I don't get what more you would want to ask for. Moving on to the vest now. So the vest was originally that kind of digital camo, but I sprayed it over with spray paint, and I made a really awesome multi-camo, which I think turned out amazing. I just started with I just spray painted the whole thing tan, then I used satin green and colored over the rest of the vest, just like in little strips kind of going horizontal, or no, diagonal, sorry. I used brown, which goes horizontal, and then all of that goes either diagonal or horizontal in the opposite direction of which way the brown is going. It's pretty complicated, but not really at the same time. This is where some of my other equipment will go, like say a flashlight, battery, and then my knife, maybe CO2 in here. I don't know what I'd put in here. I haven't really thought that through. BBs in here, maybe a bag of BBs in there. I don't know. I have my binocular case right here, and last but not least, my holster. which has my pistol in it. That is... I can't do this with one hand. Blowback. I don't think I got that good, but I also did it multi-camo, and from a distance it looks pretty good. It's kind of crappy on this side right here, especially right up there. I tried to clean it up with some olive, but hey, it works. Camera keeps shutting off on me. This side looks alright, and I just have this like weird black stuff right here. Is just tape that kind of sticks to itself, and you know, your magazine right there. No, wouldn't be anywhere else. Has a pretty heavy trigger pull though, and doesn't have any CO2 in it. And this thing leaks CO2 like crazy. Not like crazy, but it just leaks CO2. I've had it fixed so many times, but it doesn't really come back to life that much. Now that we're talking about guns, hold on a second. This is an M14 SOCOM, which, a sec here, goes from semi-auto. See, now the switch is up. There, now it's off. And then it goes semi and full. And the battery needs to be charged. Not only is that, you can also see through the rear sights on the bottom. I don't know if you can see the front sight. I have a red dot in here. I don't know if you can see the red dot that good. Battery's almost dead. Let me turn it on green. You can probably just barely see that. But it looks a lot brighter when you're looking down at yourself. Not in the resolution on this camera is pretty crappy. So, sight adjusters here and here, up and down, left and right, I believe. Is that back on semi? Yes, it is. I normally like to keep it on fully auto, but I never like spray with it. I just kind of go like, so I don't screw something up with semi-auto, because on semi-auto you have to shoot it like, oh, I just put it in. See what I mean? So you just have to let it sit sometimes. Something with the battery, I don't know. It's a really good gun though, I just say so for myself. Now it's, yeah. So the mask, as you can tell, is again multi-camo, but I use a little bit more brown, and it's a little bit more crappy. As you can see, I kind of spilled paint right there, but it works just about the same. It kind of looks like, kind of reminds me of like branches or something, but it does match the suit pretty good, or the vest, sorry. If you look really closely at the visor right here, you can see like little cedar prints in there. All I did, which is the same thing I did with my gun, was I held the little cedar leaf over there and then spray painted it on with the cedar leaf still there. I just used tan over green, which worked pretty good. Now moving on to my hat, my boonie hat. It's just a boonie hat I hot glued some burlap onto, which I'm probably going to be taking off for my ghillie suit. If you've seen my previous episode, I am on my ghillie, on how to make a ghillie suit. I am running out fast of burlap. Yeah, so last but not least here are my camo pants. It is just a smoky branch, smoky kind of moss color. It's a really good design. It works for a lot of different places. I mean, can't get much more simple than that. It's got, you know, your button pockets, button something else right there. Got ties at the feet so they don't snag your ankle on something. Another smaller pocket there. You probably put some cleaning stuff in there for your binoculars, because I can't really get both the binoculars and that in there at the same time. So yeah, that is pretty much it. That's all of my stuff, except for my camo shirt, which that's getting in the wash right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just got from accessories to guns to clothes. So I hope this might give you an idea on what to buy. And the SOCOM M14, which I got off of, actually no, I bought that at my local Dave's Sporting Goods. That thing is highly reliable. I've had that for about a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. That thing is really reliable, and it's only broken once, which, if you look right there, it's right at the trigger guard right here, but it still holds on. It's got a lot of tension in there. It's a little harder to get back on without this metal bending. And this little plastic guy right here broke, and the thing that goes like that, the action pull back, I took that off because one gets in the way. I mean, sure, if you want it there, you can have it there, but I thought it was kind of taking up a little space. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video.